In my last video on the 6 rules to becoming a successful working actor, I talked about rule number 2, taking smart action steps every single day. So the question you have now is, how do I know what action steps to take? That's what we're going to cover in this video. I see so many actors running around like chickens with their heads cut off. They spend so much time and energy on things that don't move them 1 inch closer to their goal of becoming a working TV and film actor. I'll give you an example. There's so many people who say, I want to be an actor, and they spend all of their time and energy doing extra work. Now, by doing that, they don't have time to work on short films, student films, low-budget independent films. They don't have time to build that skill set. They're not able to take classes. Every week I get emails from people who say, oh, I'd love to be in class this week, but I booked a gig. And I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. What did you book? And they say, oh, I'm going to be an extra in this film or that TV show or whatever. They didn't book a gig. They're doing extra work. And that extra work keeps them really, really, really busy. But it doesn't move them closer to their goal. By the same token, I have clients in LA that I start working with who stay really busy auditioning for commercials. But their goal is to be a movie star or to be a series regular on a TV show. Well, if they're spending all their time and energy focused on doing auditions for commercials, that's not moving them any closer to their goal of being a movie star or series regular. Never confuse movement with progress. Just because you're staying really busy doesn't mean you're moving closer to your actual goal. Now, I'll give you an example. Let's say you have 2 guys who are at my house, and they tell me their goal is to walk to LA. So I tell them the action steps. I say, here's the map. Okay, it's easy to get to LA from my house. I live in Savannah, Georgia. You walk 6 miles to I-95, you hang a right, you walk down to Jacksonville, which is about 120 miles away. You hang a right on the 10, and you walk all the way across the country, and you hit LA. That map is very, very simple. Those are the action steps, to walk along the path of that map. Well, here's what happens. The first guy, he wakes up, and he starts walking. He walks the 6 miles to I-95. He hangs a right, and he starts walking, and every single day he walks. Day after day after day. He reaches Jacksonville, hangs a right on the 10, and starts walking every single day. Now, the second guy, he wakes up every day, but instead of walking to I-95 and heading down to Jacksonville, he walks from my house to the Target, from Target to Walmart, from Walmart to the park, from the park over to the community pool. Every day, all day long, he walks. And in 6 months, the first guy reaches LA, and he's so excited. And he calls the other guy. He says, man, I'm so happy. I finally made it. I'm in LA. And the second guy says, wow, you are so lucky. I walk just as many hours as you every single day. So that's the point, though. You can stay busy, but not move forward towards your goal. Almost every week in class, I have a student raise their hands, and they say, everybody says that I should do this to become a successful actor. And it'll be the dumbest advice I have ever heard. Or they'll say, oh, I heard you should never do this. And I always ask, who told you that? And invariably, it'll be an extra they work with on a movie last week, or to be an actor in a student film they worked with yesterday. You have to stop listening to everybody. All right? Most people who pursue a career in acting aren't successful. So you shouldn't listen to most people. Here's what pisses me off about this group of people, this they, this everybody that has all this advice. This group of people that are not successful actors. It seems that everything they have to say is negative. It is never uplifting. It is never positive. It is never joyful. It never makes the actor they're talking to feel more than. It always makes that actor feel less than. It's stupid things like this. Oh, you can't possibly get a great agent because you don't have enough credits. Oh, you don't have a demo reel. Don't waste your time. No agent's going to be interested in you. Oh my gosh, don't waste your time sending out postcards because no casting director ever looks at them. These are stupid bullshit lies, okay? Stop listening to these people. You can get a great agent without a demo reel. You don't need a ton of credits to get a great agent. Casting directors do look at postcards. My God, Erica Arvald says in many of her videos how much she loves getting postcards. Please, stop listening to these stupid people, these everybodies. They don't know what they're talking about. What happens is these people take their negativity, their lack of confidence, and they put it upon other people. Don't take it. Let them do the stupid things that they do. Let them not take the risk, not take the movement, not send out postcards, not try to get an agent. Let them do that. But don't let their negativity and their lack of confidence affect you. Anybody that tells you anything that makes you feel less than, anybody that tells you anything that makes you feel like you shouldn't take a chance, that you shouldn't move forward, throw whatever they say in the trash, because it's a lie. To help me, to keep me from having an aneurysm, please don't share with me these stupid things these people say. Just stop listening to them, okay? A lot of people have these ideas that all opinions are equal. Well, here's some news for you. They are not. All right? All opinions are not equal. As I'm moving up the levels of this industry, I'm always facing new issues, new problems, new things that need to be overcome. Now, when that happens, I do not look down the mountain and say, hey, John, what do you think I should do with this problem? All right? I also don't look across the mountain at the guy standing next to me and go, hey, Billy, what do you think I should do? Now, why don't I do that? Because they don't know any better than I do about what to do. What I do is I look up the mountain and I say, hey, Tom, when you faced this issue 2 years ago, how did you handle it? All right? Now keep this in mind. When it comes to climbing a mountain or moving up the levels of this industry, all anyone can do is lower a rope and help someone get to where they are on the mountain. That's how it works. No one can take a rope and catapult you above them. Because if they knew how to get up there, they would be up there already. Now here's a quick aside. Get used to looking people up on IMDb Pro. IMDb Pro is an actor's best friend. All right? This website is the only website that is verified. All right? It keeps track of every person in the entertainment industry. I'll do another video later that goes in depth on this, but that's where you want to look people up to see what their credits are. You don't go to someone's Facebook fan page, don't go to their personal website. I see people lie all the time. Only look them up on IMDb Pro. You must verify anybody who is trying to give you advice on how to be a working actor. If this person isn't consistently booking professional TV and film work, you have to take their advice with a grain of salt. Now, I'll give you an example. Recently I saw that someone was teaching a class on how to become a working actor. So I did what I always do, which is look them up on IMDb Pro. And what I saw is they've been an actor for 15 years, and in those 15 years they booked exactly 6 short films. What the hell do they know about being a working actor? If what they teach works, why hasn't it worked for them? You always have to ask that, all right? If what they're saying to you is true and valuable and will help you get closer to your goals, why hasn't it moved them closer to their goals? So this brings us to what you should actually be doing to figure out your action steps to become a successful actor. One of the most important things you should be doing is reading tons of books by actors who are successful. There's lots of them out there. I have a whole library of these books. Read lots of them. You'll see different approaches, different advice. Take all these different approaches in and use what works for you. Now, one of my all-time favorite books is by Jack Plotnick. And the great thing is this book is free. I'll tell you now how to get it. Go to Jack's website, which is www.jack.plotnick, plotnick.com. Go to the Classes tab, click on it, and at the top of the page you're going to see a link to a free ebook called New Thoughts for Actors. This book is amazing, and it's free. It is the best book on acting I have ever read. I printed it out, I had it bound, it sits on my nightstand by my bed. Every time I book a job, I take Jack's book with me. And when I'm sitting in the trailer, killing time, I'm often reading Jack's book. You'll see when you read it, Jack is a working actor and he gives very specific techniques, approaches, mindsets that are very helpful for actors to move forward. Trust me, I'll tell you, Jack's book will change your life. So you definitely want to read that, and it's free. Next thing, something called Google. You go on Google and you start looking around, you will find there are thousands of articles on things you can do to move your career forward. Now, as is the case always, you need to look up the author and make sure they are verified to be giving the advice they're giving. But there's so many people out there who can offer advice, and it's free again. All it takes is a little bit of your time. There's a lot of YouTube videos. Jack Plotnick has some. They're wonderful and inspirational. You'll see Jack just loves actors and he has some great advice. Erica Arvald, who's a casting director in the Southeast, she has a series called Arvald Ask. She has a couple hundred videos, I believe, and they're really, really helpful. Now, they give you the perspective of the casting director, which is not going to be necessarily the same thing as coming from a working actor, but it's a different perspective that can be very, very helpful. Another great resource are podcasts. When you're driving around, cutting your grass, cleaning your house, doing whatever, you can listen to these, and there are some really phenomenal ones out there. I listen to Jeff Seymour's The Real Life Actor a lot. Jeff has a great approach, really like his approach to acting, the craft of acting. He's got a great voice, fun to listen to. Ryan Glorioso, who is a casting director out of New Orleans, has one called Talk Like Normal People, which is great advice for every actor. Ryan has some great guests come in. It's a really good podcast to check out. Another thing you should do is look for mentors. These are people who are farther up the mountain than you that are willing to look back and help other people move up to where they are. Mentors are what changed my career. It was people who were more successful than me, who reached down and offered me advice and guidance and helped me get around the issues that I faced so that I could continue moving up the mountain. I still have mentors who are higher up the mountain than me that I go to when I face issues or problems, because Lord knows I do not have all the answers. Every new level I reach in this industry, I face new issues that I didn't face before. So I need a mentor to help me and guide me so that I can make fewer mistakes than I normally would make. Now, speaking of that, it is inevitable that you're going to make mistakes. You're going to pick an action that's either a waste of time, it moves you in the wrong direction, whatever. We're human beings. That's going to happen. Don't let that worry you. Don't let it bother you. What you need to do is constantly evaluate your action steps. Make sure that the steps you're taking are constantly moving you towards your goals. If you're not moving forward in your career, you are doing something wrong, period. All right? Success as an actor is not about fortune or luck or chance. It is about making smart business decisions, having a strong skill set, and working your ass off. Give you an example. I ride a motorcycle. If I walk out to my garage today, go to turn my motorcycle on, and it doesn't crank, it is not luck or fortune. Something is wrong. All I have to do is diagnose the problem, fix it, and that motorcycle is going to crank. Now, if I get out on the highway and it won't go into third gear, guess what? It's a problem that needs to be diagnosed and fixed. This business is no different than any other. To be successful, you have to have specific goals and a smart action plan to help you achieve those goals. So, use the resources that I covered. Put together a smart action plan. Ignore the people who aren't successful that are giving you advice. Please don't ever come to me or sit in my class and say, everybody says I should or shouldn't do something, okay? Come to me and say, this really successful actor says I should or shouldn't do something. That's a conversation we can have, okay? Now, take these steps and start doing them every single day. Now, in the next video, we're going to talk about rule number 3, ignoring the haters and the doubters.